Alright, I got a follow-up here to the previous video, the alpha gameplay. I figure with the new early access release, we'll take a new look at how Invisible Ink's looking here. I'm going to start a fresh new game. I've played a little bit, so pretty familiar with some of the changes here. I have a few things unlocked, like some of the additional characters, but I'm going to go through with the basics, as if I had just started on the new update the first time here. So we've got Deckard and International, the two starting characters. They are actually my preference. I like the stealth approach, trying to pick things off quietly. One of the additions now is you have basically a 72-hour timer coming before it preps you for your final mission to basically go around and get all the assets and upgrades you can in that amount of time. So you don't want to goof around. I mean, it's enough. Most of the times it'll be travel-based. If you take a look here, some of these different ones, it takes 6 hours to get to that one.
We don't know what it all means yet, but it's
12 hours to get to this one, etc. You're going to want to start on a guarded one, not a very guarded. If you don't have any upgrades, obviously. So go ahead and just pick one of these guarded ones here.
We've gained one-time access to the facility here. This facility handles payroll for the entire region. Look for a large stash of credits. Grab what you can, but don't take any unnecessary risks. Good luck.
Nice. So on this one, we're basically looking at trying to collect all the money we can for for the mission goals. All right. So it's pretty similar controls to what have always been in there. You come up here. I'm gonna peek, make sure nobody's standing right outside the door. There's obviously somebody there. I'll come back to that in a second. First, I'm going to just hijack that one. She's not going to probably do anything else this turn. I'm going to get her in place over here, and then crack the door open and see what we can see. Alright, that's not bad. Just a camera. Grab this, hijack that here. So I hit spacebar. You can also hit the little button here to go into the incognito mode. Take over this camera so that we don't have to worry about that. And let's take a look around. So the door is being blocked by Deckard. I'm just going to move him in a little bit here. Alright, looks like we have one open door and one that's locked we would need a pass card for, so we'll ignore that one for now and head towards the open door with both of our characters. It definitely, at least early on, helps to have both your characters at least near enough to cover each other, especially until you get things like guns or any kind of ranged weapon unlocked. Otherwise, you're a sitting duck if you go in a room and you can't do anything about somebody that sneaks in on you. All right, somebody. We got a little red right here. Let me rotate the screen, and yeah, we got a little red. Something is watching that location. We're just nothing we can do but open the door and see if we can figure out. There it is. That's not bad. Take over that, and we'll get moving. I have $500, but it's not enough to be worth bothering shopping with right now. That was a mistake. I should have gone the other direction towards the door. Wasted a movement space, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, there's no point in me putting any points into this one to unlock it when I don't have enough money to be worth buying anything yet. So we'll just keep moving on. Maybe we can pick that up on the way back through. Alright, alarm increased by 1 level each turn, same as before. Alright, take a little peek. Again, not seeing anything. Nice, we got that over there. I'm going to let my other character worry about that one and bring him this direction. And I can't peek because I used all my action points, but I'm just going to go ahead and open the door anyway, and then if something's there I can always close it and trigger an overwatch. There we go. So I basically have one specific move. I can move one square, or I can take one other action, and he's going to shoot. So I'm just going to close the door. And he will obviously not be able to shoot me through the door now. I put on Overwatch for my melee attack, which is a stunning attack. That should, if he comes running up to the door, I will grab him and stun him. If he doesn't run up to the door, then that might be another story. Oh, let's hijack that for a couple points, and then take a look through this door, make sure no one's coming in behind us. There's my way out. So I don't need to do that yet. And there's a door up there. Specifically, we're looking for money in this one. So there's going to be a chest somewhere, or not a chest, sorry, a vault or a large one of them somewhere. So I'm just going to leave her here to guard this door. I can only move one space anyway. We'll take another turn here. Yeah, here we go. Bam. Alright, so he's stunned for the next 2 turns. He's stunned for the next 2 turns. Perfect. I'm going to rob them both. So got a little money. Also got some money. So I need to figure out basically if I can get her out of here before both of them wake up, or if I should drag them in another room. Since there's a door right there, I'm not going to bother dragging. That slows me down a lot. I'm just going to go ahead and move her as far as I can this turn, and then next turn I'll be through that door before they're awake. See, I got two turns here. If I moved it back through the door when he woke up, that'd give me a little more time as he looked around trying to figure out what happened. I'm just going to bring him in here, close the door behind myself, and start taking a look through all these other doors, see what we got. There we go. This is the room we're looking for with all the valuables. So, it looks like there's nobody in there, which is perfect. I'm going to check off as many of these things as I can right now. When we get to alarm level 1, everything's going to double in points. There we go. There's the last one. Close the door behind myself again, and buy this one as well. There we go. So, let's get to right here. Open up the vaults. So this is the money we were looking for. Ooh, even better. Artifacts. So next turn I can worry about getting him over to that one. Now, the question is if it's worth running her all the way out to that door and back when I know all the best money's over here. It's still pretty early. We haven't even hit alarm level 1 yet, so I'll worry about that in another turn here. See if it's what we decide to do, because there are still some rooms here down to the south. Let's see, both of these guys are going to wake up in 1 turn. Yeah, I'm going to go for it anyway. Let's check her out first. Bring her up here. Take a little peek. Ooh, that is probably a camera, but I don't need another guy coming after me. I am going to go ahead and hide right behind this. That should be good. Both of these guys will run around a little bit, but I should be able to get the drop on them. And let's get the rest of the money and start getting out of here. There probably are some additional chests somewhere throughout here, or additional safes that we can go for. I'm not going to go through this door yet. If this guy up here wakes up and comes in this first room, I don't want him seeing me in a place where I can't defend myself, because I have 1 more turn before I can use my disruptor again. As much as I hate not using every action point. Alright, so they're both hunting. It's not going to tell me where they're headed. But right now they're not moving. So I'm going to start taking a look through some of these other doors. Nice. Let's get in there and get that. Oh, even better. A couple of them. Now, if I was to get a pass card off one of them, I could come back through this red door. But I don't think there was a pass card when we checked either one of them. I don't have one in my inventory here. Yeah, she didn't get one either. So I'll have to worry about how I'm getting her out of there in a minute. For now, I can bring her down to right here. I don't know why she's camped against that instead of against this wall. But I doubt they're going to walk this far to look for me. I could be wrong. We'll find out. Take a little peek in here. Nothing worth digging around in there for. Nothing worth digging around in there for. Let's start heading back. They're going to be investigating this point of interest soon. I'm going to duck behind here for this turn. Let's see. If I take a little... I can't... I always forget her wireless sensor. Yeah, there's nothing in range that's useful. So both guys... So I can knock him out. Let's rotate this around. I can knock out the first guy from inside the door. Well, let's just see how this plays out. Nice, even better. Ooh. Okay, let's see what we can do about them. Put him right here. Shut the door and do that. So if anyone comes through the door, she'll zap them. The only problem is if the other guy comes from the other side, but he's probably not going to. You never know. I'm just gonna leave him here this turn. I could try sticking him out and then moving him back and making the guy chase me, but instead I'm just gonna wait. There's no benefit to doing that right now. There we go. And there we go. And I don't have any Metagel right now. So let's see. It's really, really beneficial to have both partners. So let me see if I can stun the other guy, go buy some Metagel, and come back for her. We're still only alarm level 2 now. Could be worse.
What was that? Investigating.
I'm gonna drag him in here, out of the way. Drop him. Problem is, now I can't do anything else to defend myself for the next 2 turns.
You see that?
And he's definitely coming in. I'm tempted to make myself invisible for when this guy turns around. I can't remember how long it lasts, but it's worth a try. Hopefully he just pops the door open, doesn't see me, and leaves. There we go. Oh, what the... Close the door.
Lost him.
So here's the thing. I got another turn before I can do anything. Countdown's only getting longer. And that other guy in the other room is about to wake up. So I'm probably screwed and I really messed this one up. But we'll play it out and see how it goes.
Investigating the area.
I still don't have any other way out of here. But I can now go like this.
There. Damn it, they got away.
So let's see if that works. And I'm out of luck. I got nowhere I can move, nothing I can do. Make a run for it, but he's gonna get me.
Lost him.
Ooh. Alright, now then. Go down here and hide for a minute.
Looking around. Guard down.
Can't stun him. I don't have any other weapons. This is not going to end well.
Reinforcements arrive.
Investigating.
Is he really looking at the wall? It looks like he is. Well, let's see if I can... And we'll see what happens. Stuck behind here. Well, we'll see. I'm still going to try and get out of here. If nothing else, I get a little money. But it's not... I'm not going to make it very far without a partner. Ah, crap, I'm trapped. Still. Let's put an end to this. As you can see, this game's still pretty difficult. I could have played it a little better. But sometimes it just, the levels don't work out for you. Other times you get a good run.